Can you guess what the most commonly prescribed drug in the whole world is? This might surprise you. It definitely surprised me. Welcome to Space of Love Health. I'm Caitlin Simonette, a registered nurse who spent the last 6 years in ERs all across America so you don't have to. So, we're aware of a few pandemics plaguing our generation today. There's obesity, childhood obesity, and diabetes. The most commonly prescribed drug in the world addresses none of those directly, but it does try to treat a risk factor for developing complications of those diseases. Okay, the most commonly prescribed drug in the world is atorvastatin, also called Lipitor. Atorvastatin and its other cousin statins try to keep your liver from producing cholesterol by handcuffing an enzyme responsible for creating and transporting fat cells. Prescribing statins is considered the gold standard for patients who are at risk for or just experienced a serious cardiac event, like a heart attack or a stroke. Speaking of risks, though, as atorvastatin targets the liver, where it does most of its work, it can actually cause dysfunction and damage to the liver. Unfortunately, the liver is involved in all kinds of big, important projects that go on in your body all day, every day. We'll get to that in our next video. Beyond the liver, what does Lipitor do to the rest of the body? Apparently, 10 to 15% of people on Lipitor have reported experiencing muscle aches, weakness. That's because Lipitor interacts with our mitochondria, the powerhouse of the cell, triggering a painful immune response. If your muscles are attacked badly enough, you can develop kidney failure from a backup of big protein molecules that muscle cells release in distress. This turns your pee to a sweet tea color and might just buy you a trip to the ER where you'll get aggressive rehydration with IV fluids. Next, the irony of prescribing this drug to patients with diabetes, because it's a risk factor for heart disease, is that Lipitor is actually toxic to the cells in your pancreas that are responsible for creating insulin in the first place. This was discovered during the course of studying this drug due to the fact that people on it were having higher hemoglobin A1C levels. An A1C level tells us an average blood sugar concentration of the lifespan of that red blood cell. So because that level is a snapshot over 3 whole months, for levels to be high, unfortunately, that means that blood sugar levels were high a lot because it's an average, not just what's my blood sugar after eating a dozen donuts. Similarly, the whole point of taking Lipitor is to protect your heart from disease, right? But it's been observed that statins decrease an enzyme called CoQ10, thereby causing heart dysfunction. CoQ10 is crucial in making muscles work, both inside and outside the cell. When levels are low, muscles can't work effectively, and your heart is just one big beefy muscle. You may have actually heard of CoQ10. It's become an increasingly popular supplement in recent years. I wonder if that has anything to do with the increasing number of people being prescribed Lipitor. Last but not least, Lipitor is supposed to lower lipid levels, right? In some patients, the beneficial effect of lower cholesterol may be partially canceled out by the simultaneous increase in another type of lipid. Those particular lipids are recognized as a risk factor for developing what? Heart disease. I'll leave you with this final thought. Apparently, Lipitor is prescribed to adolescents who suffer from genetic high cholesterol. That makes sense. It's prescribed if dietary modifications have failed. So you're telling me there's simple dietary modifications that will do a better job than this drug that is the most widely prescribed in the entire world? Why would I want to be dependent on a prescription for the rest of my life? When I'm on vacation, out on a date, at work, at school, stranded on a beach in Hawaii and can't get a refill? Overall, it sounds like a great solution for high cholesterol is to just eat less of it, rather than continuing to eat more of it and then take a pill to hopefully help bring it down, but also bring up another kind of lipid that is going to be detrimental to health as well. The good news is plant foods are naturally cholesterol free because they have no need for it. Their cell walls are made out of cellulose, which is just a rock-hard carbohydrate. This fun challenge is what makes me so excited to bring new patients on and craft personalized plant-based meal plans for them. If you're interested in fun new foods, feel free to check out the link to our medical practice, Emerald Oak Wellness, in the show notes. I'd love to hear from you. What do you think are the other drugs on the top 5 most prescribed list? Until next time, stay happy and healthy, everybody.